A little while since I've taken a look at NewsBoss and what it does these days. It's different to when I saw it a decade ago. Can tell me some of the things that we can now see up on the screen?
Sure, Wayne. One of the big differences is the configurability. So every individual user can have different sets of tabs, and they can choose what they want to see in these tab sets. So they might be looking at their wires quickly, or they may want to have the bulletins they're doing in a particular shift. So that's your breakfast shift. Or I get called and I need to do PM drive, I can have my PM drive set there. And all the time down the bottom, I've got the set of tabs of the places that I use all the time. You know, my scripts queue, my ready for air stuff, my stuff under preparation, incoming emails, including audio, RSS feeds from anywhere that's got an RSS feed, incoming Twitter. This is a news call service out of the United States, that's Associated Press. Any audio libraries that you want to use regularly, the images libraries, video libraries that will now play videos as well, and we can attach those to stories and export them to websites, do whatever you want. If I wanted this cast, let's say the 6 a.m. cast, I was going to present it on air, I'd simply right click on it and say open that in the prompter, and that's my presentation screen that I can go through each story, and then that's a story with a piece of nat sound and an actuality that I can play over the top of it. And then down the bottom we have format audio that's always available to play.
This is News Plus.
And a lot of stations will run that audio via this story over the top,
to go to Havana in
and they can transition between the beds. As this cut ends, I can transition beds.
And I'm ready to be that president.
News Plus.
And then I just continue reading over the new bed for complex formats.
It's quite an extraordinary piece of software, isn't it?
It's pretty flexible. That's the nice thing about it. It's user friendly for the user, but you can twist it and configure it to suit anything from a top of hour newscast to a 24-hour all news station or a sports talk station. It's got the tools to do all of those formats.
Let's take a look at this new app that you've got, Mojo.
Yeah, NewsBoss Mojo, short for mobile journalism, is a tool that you can pretty much do most journalistic assignments without requiring any kit. You could be called out to do something with only your phone in your pocket. You can do your interviews on this, you can edit your interviews on this, you can write your stories, you can put those audio cuts into the stories in position within the script, and then you can send the stories back to any queue in the NewsBoss system that you've got access to use, which means if I'm a reporter, I could write directly into the 7 a.m. news if I wanted to, or I may just have permission to write into a prep folder for someone else to review. But essentially, I've got 5 tiles. I'm going to hit the record audio and then ask for a new audio, new recording. I can start that recording, turn it around and it reorientates, so I can always have my microphone at the top, and I'm going to ask you a question and you're going to say something riveting.
I always say riveting thing. Thanks, Ken.
Okay, so we now have, in theory, a soundbite. That's what we just recorded. I want to edit it, so I just hit the edit icon and I can play this, or I can highlight a selection.
Riveting thing. Thanks, Ken.
Okay, so we now... And I can simply define what I want.
I always say riveting thing. Thanks, Ken.
That's pretty close to the soundbite we want. I'm just going to save it, and I can give that a logical name if I want to change the name, or I can just stick with the default time and date stamp, but we'll just call this Wayne. I have a soundbite called Wayne, and that is now saved as a separate audio file. I could go home and write a story, call the story Wayne. It helps to spell.
this is Wayne. Again, I'm not spelling correctly, but so we'll go back there. This is Wayne. Return it. Attach a piece of audio using the speaker icon. That's the piece of audio that I want to attach. So I'm going to link it to the script. I can now see that I have the script and the cut, and I'm going to submit that to my NewsBoss system. I'm going to choose which queue. I could write into any queue in the system, but I'm going to say put it in the prep folder and submit that to the network. So that was all on the phone. If we come back to our NewsBoss system and have a look in the prep queue, there is the Wayne story. And that's in real time. It comes straight in.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's nice and user friendly, and it does all the basic things you need to do as a reporter on the road.